Oops. Let's get that up there, huh? It's ridiculous. There we go. Hello, welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, PiMacleod. We're here at day 4290. More importantly for me, it's my first day of Unity. The Unity update has hit me. It had to happen, meaning I could skip it no longer. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and now we have it with no real visible difference. Except for the animation's a little smoother, frame rate's better, and, well, there's some lag in spots. You've probably seen it yourself if you're already on it. If you're not on it yet, you're probably one of the few that's left. I haven't been hit with any of the really bad bugs that I've heard about yet. Cross my fingers, knock on wood. I don't have any. Here's wood. It's a dresser. Yeah. The only thing I've noticed that I think everyone has is I lost all my save teams. But it's okay. That's no big deal. That's a small pittance to pay in the grand scheme. So, without further ado, we're here today for the puzzle gauntlets. I did want to mention one notable thing. I know some people stated with their updates that they saw they couldn't level up or from their roster like they normally would. A lot of people, a lot of us regulars, if you want to call us that, would hit roster and you hit filter and do that top one for upgrade ready. The very, very top one with the up arrow, and it shows like the two blank covers there for my purposes here. And it would show all your upgradable people for some people's issue, bug, whatever you want to call it. I don't have that. I'm showing exactly who I should show. I have enough shards for Okoye, for a couple of covers, and for Captain Avalon. And that's it. That's how it should be for me. I'm not seeing anything wrong with this. Nothing out of the ordinary. So, I don't know. So far, so good. There are some definite things to get used to, though, like clicking on up certain buttons. There's a little bit of noticeable lag, so muscle memory would have me go click, 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 click. I know where everything's going to be, and unfortunately I'll click ahead of time before the actual subject matter shows up. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about by now if you're on this patch. Just wait for them to keep patching and upgrading it, right? That's all we could do. Until I find another big exploit, I mean, I'm okay right now, but we'll see. And this stream right here should help prove part of it, right? Let's go forward. What's up, Joe? Here for the Puzzle Gauntlet tips and tricks. Nice, man. And Matt, good evening, Matt. Good to see you on YouTube. Okay, so I did most of Puzzle Gauntlet already. When I say most, that means I did 7 out of 10. I'm leaving the 8th node and 2 other nodes in particular. Which ones might you ask? Pfft, you know which ones. The big main ones at the end. This is the... I've started to name all the puzzle gauntlets. If you haven't looked in my playlist yet, I implore you, I beg of you, go look. I've named them all because there's a theme for each one, and I'm sure you understand what it is by now, or maybe did you not? There's obviously Tug of War. There's the ones where it's like color control. You're trying to control the amount of colored tiles on the board. That's a theme. One of them is special tile themed. Yada, yada, yada. This session's puzzle gauntlet is what I like to call gaining AP. It's all about having a certain amount of AP in your bank and how to get it. The first 8 nodes in every puzzle gauntlet can be done with the multiple man, or dupes for the win, as I like to call it. And I left the 8th node there so we can run through that together. I'm kind of make this my norm from here on out. We have a playlist full of solutions of all the other ones. Let's just do the ones that we really need to run through, right? Starting with the last of the normal 8. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what the objective is. I'm just going to run these guys right here. I got multiple man. I put on my best AP gaining support. In this case, Atlantis. I have a 80% chance to start with 5 more. Oh no, I'm sorry, 6 more green AP. Coulson over here is another required character to get this done. I shouldn't say required, but he definitely makes it a lot more user-friendly. I put on my SPDR on him, which gives me, oh, I don't know, like 65-ish% chance to start with 5 more yellow AP. If I ranked it all the way up, it would be 80% for 6. And then finally, the middle character. I had to use one of these featured characters. They're not boosted. Don't get that mixed up. They're characters that we have to choose from, which includes 4-star Cyclops, Valkyrie, Winter Soldier, 3-star Iron Man, and 3-star Hawkeye. I'm using Hawkeye. There's no real reason. Use any one of them if you want. The real point is use multiple man. Coulson, get your best AP supports on them, and then for whoever you choose for the middle slot, put your best AP support on them. In this case, I chose Quantum Realm. It's my 3rd best one. It's almost got the same percentage chance as SPDR does, but for 5 purple AP. You want 3 different color APs. Okay? I also am boosting all the different colored APs I can. If you want, you can put a +2 to all AP. You don't have to, though. I don't like to waste those unless it's PvP. Call me crazy, but I feel like it's more worthwhile than to speed up a PvP match. Enemy players have a lot, well, harder fights, and I'd rather just speed those up and get through them. Okay? I missed a thing or 3. Hey, Mark, how's it going, bud? Sorry you haven't been on. Oh, it's all good, Mark. You do you. You do what you need to do. I remember there was some phone issue before, too. Whatever you need to do, Mark. You got it under control. We trust you. What's up, Lep? Good to see you, man. Oh, thanks for the sub, Lep. Hey, thank you very much. Woot. I would think it was gabbing. I heard a sound, and I just wanted to get my thoughts out because, I don't know, ADHD is real. Anyways, thank you very much, Lep. I appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get in here, and we'll dupe these to death. See, I hit fight. That was like a second ago. There's that lag of the tiles dropping. Everyone on the new update should be familiar with this by now. But the banners and everything do go on a lot smoother. It is very much more silky. So I don't see any match 5s. Always resolve, that's the word, your match 5s first. I mean, unless the enemy's Jean Grey, I mean 4-star Jean Grey, right? Resolve your match 5s first. I don't see any, so let's cast all the yellows we can. Yellow on, oop, hold up. I think I have animations on. Oh, I turned them off. Thank goodness I did. I had them on because, by the way, we're still, since you have the update, you're re-downloading your assets. Meaning animations, still images, character portraits, all that stuff, right? So I had my animations on because I wanted to force a lot of updates and downloads to happen. Thank God I turned that off already. Okay. My own best friend. There we go. Let's start casting these things. And there's yellow on yellow, yellow on green, and blue, yellow on, come on, click, 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 yellow on red, yellow on purple, yellow on black. And I have something to mention about this as soon as this turn gets put in, so I pass it along to the enemy's turn. I have a nice little factoid I learned today. It was a little bit of a, never thought of that before until it happened to me when I was, I did the 7 previous nodes before this point. But if you just want to check real quick, at the bottom of this paragraph, you could probably barely read it on your YouTube or Twitch feed right now, but it does show down there, I have 22 dupes right now. Okay, so I need 12 more to get the instant win. Okay, so now I'm out of AP. Let's just make a match. You kind of want to dismantle any match 4s that are out there. All the dupes can be dismantled or disarmed or however you want to take it by doing a match 4. It doesn't get rid of all of them, obviously, just the ones in the match. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense to you. So I don't see any match 4s, so my dupes are safe. If you have any team ups, try to match those because Coulson likes them and then it speeds up the countdowns. That's just my personal take on it. You could maybe find a good excuse to do more. See, they just got rid of 4 of my green dupes because that happened. Ah, no. It's okay. We're fine. We're totally safe. So, as you see, I have a lot more AP now. I want to note, see all these dupes here, how they have that little multiple man little face symbol on them? Like this red one has his face on it. This green one has his face on it. It's a dupe symbol, right? You know that symbol can change? I kind of knew it could change. I've seen it happen before. Little fun factoid, if you put multiple man in with somebody else, like just a bunch of AP starting, right? And then put Kitty Pryde in as your partner. Kitty will boost these dupes. So like this green one that each ally attack does 105 more damage to enemies. Or this, the black one is, that's a countdown. I want a better one. Here we go, red one deals 148 damage to enemies each turn. That's an attack tile, not a strike. The blue one, that counts as a protect. While on the board, each enemy attack does 105 less damage. Those counts as protects, attacks, and strikes. Kitty Pryde can buff them. She actually can buff a dupe. Guess what that does? It makes it not a dupe anymore. So if it's not a dupe anymore, that means it can be removed through normal means, a match 3 or any other cascade. It's not immune to stuff anymore like dupes normally are. I say all this because in one of the nodes, one of the enemies was Craven. Craven can target all strike, attack, and protects as long as there's 4 or more and reduce their effectiveness down by a certain number. I learned real quick that he basically dismantled half of my dupes in one passive ability. Whoop, there goes a lot of my dupes. They just turned into really, really bad strike, attack, and protect. So I was like, oh, lesson learned. So I promptly killed Craven and moved on with my game. But something to note, if you ever are threatened in PvP by an enemy multiple man, I don't see that happening. But let's just say it happens, right? Craven kills him. I did not see that coming. Anyways, okay, move on. Okay, so let's do some more duping. I have all this AP, nowhere to spend it, not. There we go. It was a fun little anecdote. I saw that earlier. It happened to me, I don't know, I think it was running through these like an hour ago. I'm like, huh, learn something new every day. Craven totally dismantled all those dupes. Crazy stuff. Okay, so that note is done. Let's move on to the meat and potatoes here. We can call which one meat, which one potatoes is up to you. We'll start with this one. Bending the rules. Collect 30 red AP. On your turn, new tiles have an increased chance to be blue. Okay, cool. We got to go against Killmonger and Karnak. Increased chance to be blue. We know the enemy is playing with critical tiles. Karnak can make critical tiles. He is not going to do his increased match damage because he doesn't have his black. Don't have to worry about that as much. His red, his shatter will randomly... I shouldn't say... Well, in the computer's hand, it's random. But as a player, you could pick and choose which tiles you want to shatter and get rid of. That blue allows them to make crits where they want. Well, I shouldn't say where they want, but you get the point, right? You can make crits with them. And Killmonger says, hey, if you match a crit that's on the board, I'm going to punish you for it. Big time. Lots of passive damage and locking crits to try to make it so you can't have them anyways. His red is, of course, just a straight up nuke, too. Basically, the enemy plays with crits. End of story. We need to get 30 red. I'm looking at who I would normally use here. If there was special tiles, if it wasn't, okay, wait, let's start at the beginning. If it was red, if it wasn't red AP, if it was blue or purple, 3-star Hawkeye's your man. It's not. Iron Man isn't bad. His yellows recharge. There it is. 3 2-turn yellow countdown tiles, and each one restores 4 red AP, 4 blue, 3 green, 1 purple, blah, blah, blah. Okay? If all 3 repeaters survive and count down as they should, that's 3 of those repeaters times 4 red AP. Okay? That's 12 extra red AP in your coffers. That's pretty cool, but I need 30 red. So I would have to do this a couple times, like multiple times. And to get that done, generally speaking, I would probably put on a support to give you more yellow AP. I would probably boost yellow and red AP, obviously, to give me a leg up. And then I would gather yellow AP until I had more than enough to cast this at least 2 times, if not 3 times, to give me so many recharge countdowns out there that when they finally all count down, I have more than enough to finish the job. I don't think I want that, though. I feel like that's relying on a halfway yellow heavy board, right? To get that much AP, also allowing Karnak to get to more crits and Killmonger to get more crits. I don't know about that. Winter Soldier, nope. He's not helping us gain AP at all. His purple is probably his best asset for this, but it lets you select a tile and you gain the AP from shooting that tile. And of course it causes whatever cascade from there. I think you steal some enemy AP of that color as well, but you're not stealing 30 red. That's just not happening. Valkyrie's good at making some AP with her Bounty Hunter passive, but we'd have to do enough damage within the countdown tile that she creates, time limit, to trigger it before it counts down to 0. Which basically states, in a roundabout way, we'd have to either boost damage with, our boosts, or put on, or you can do both, put on a support to boost our damage some other way. Okay, we know we're going against 2 villains, for example, so maybe if there's a support that boosts our damage against villains, something along those lines. You get the point. I'm a little wishy-washy on that one. We'd have to constantly hit that threshold often. Not sure we could do it, but it'd be worth a shot, I guess, maybe. Finally, there's Cyclops. Cyclops seems like the easier one to do in some regards because his yellow is cheap. Only costs 5. You could start with a support to give you that much AP, right? It's a long countdown, 6 turns. And while one of those is on the board, friendly team-up matches give you an additional 4 AP in the team's strongest color. Well, shoot, his strongest color is red. It's like he's made for this. That's weird. It's almost like they meant for you to do this. I think they did. The only hard thing about this one is, obviously, you got to make the matches to get the AP, right? The good thing is you have a helper. It's the Called Shot. Called Shot is 8 blue. It destroys a selected basic tile in all red basic, strike, attack, and protect tiles in a 5x5 area around it, generating the AP and dealing damage. We don't care about the damage. We want the AP, right? So this is another way to just scoop AP out of an area and say, that's mine. Cyclops is usually my go-to for this one. You could use some of the other characters we mentioned. I think Iron Man and Valkyrie might be your runner-ups. Can I call them that? Cyclops is really where it's at, okay? I'm not going to say that you're dumb for trying it another way. I will say that this is probably the easiest way to save yourself the most headache. Okay? We're good there? Let's put on a support to make this better. We want yellow AP to start with. If you put on Krakoa, he would start with some red, kind of shoehorn it in, right? But then you're not really helping your yellow or blue, which is the 2 abilities that are helping you gain all the AP you need. So I would do something like maybe Avengers Tower. Avengers Tower gives you a chance to start with, at rank 5, mind you. 3 yellow AP. I could boost 2 more to make it 5. That's a nice start. When the supporter character makes a match, there's a chance to fortify a friendly special. I would have that countdown out there, wouldn't I? When I make a match 4 or greater, I make a protect tile. Help me live a little longer, right? Supporter character's base red match damage is increased. I don't really need the match damage, right? We're not trying to do that. But then rank 5. When a friendly power is fired, there's a 60% chance to gain 2 AP in your strongest color. That's pretty cool. How many times am I going to fire off the yellow and or the black? I hope not often. You kind of want to win without firing off too many powers, but I mean, I guess you can't help it, right? I feel like this might be a really fun one to go with because it is a chance to gain more AP for free. It's got enough yellow boost to give me a good start. It's got a chance to give me some protects. There's not a lot of protects, but it's a little bit. I don't know. I think this might be a nice shot at it. I don't think there's really much more. I mean, I could go with like SPDR and give me a bunch of yellow. I could go with Vintage Shield that gives you some yellow and also some defensive power. Reduce damage on enemy matches, extra hit points or health. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Avengers Tower on this one. I feel like that fits the bill. Of course, it does help that I have a rank 5 one. So your mileage may vary. I wouldn't blame you for doing something maybe a little different. You could use Korg or Avengers, the Vintage Shield to help give you yellow and give you some defensive value to stay alive longer. For other suggestions, I mean, I'm more than happy to have a chat with you, in the comments after the video is all done. Let's get into it. I got my red, I got my yellow. I think I'm good. Let's go. Collect 30 red. Nah, really? Still? Here we go. Uncanny Strategist. We got our thing on the board here. Now, of course, we want to match red AP when we can. I feel like it's also important to match red instead of team up. Even though this tile is begging you to match team ups, right, to get more red AP, if I don't match the red, I'm letting Killmonger get it. And his red deals a pretty good amount of damage and makes critical tiles. Also, friendly matches in the enemy team's strongest color deal 150% more damage. So if I leave them red, they're going to hit me harder. So I think it's kind of imperative that you match that away. That's Avengers Tower already kicking in, giving me my fortification on that tile as well. So now they don't have a red match. So I'm going to start matching these team ups, right? Right. We're up to 11 red. Here we go. I'll do a little bit of combo. Purple into red action. I gave them a match 4 of yellow, but they don't use yellow, so that doesn't bother me. I don't see any red matches. I don't see any good team up matches, but there's a nice match for blue. We're up to 18 red. Note that I could match this as a match 4 of team up. I don't care about how much team up AP I match. Just a team up match gives you 4 red. So I could match the whole thing and give me that row, or I could just match like that. It still gives me 4 red. What's the difference, right? It's not like you want to do the damage against them. You're trying to actually keep them alive until you get the AP you need. I almost have a way to get that red down here, but yet we don't. I think we should just grab this blue over here, right? Right. Refortify that up. Thank you very much. Here's a probing strike. That's going to hurt. Crits are never good for us, but it is what it is. We're only 6 red away right now. 6 red. So I'm going to do this match right here. We're at 28 now. And, oh no, I don't see a red match or a team up match. This is where the blue comes in. Do a called shot right over here. On that blue tile, it's going to hit the 5x5 surrounding it, right? And it gives you the red. Win. Easy. What's up, Brian? Sorry, Aaron is really complaining about this upgrade. It's a little wonky for sure for me, but not unplayable. I do not seem to get any random boosts. Do not seem to get any random boosts. Not team up. Huh. Honestly, Brian, if I may say, you're not alone. A lot of people are having a myriad, a rainbow of different complaints. I've never heard of a game have so many complaints and bugs after an update. And I've been gaming for over 40 years. Since I was 3, actually. Pac-Man was my first game. Fun trivia, right? Anyways, I don't think I've ever seen a buggier game to date. I mean, a buggier finished game. Is that fair? I think that's fair. Everything from just the way it fits your screen, differences in how big some of the windows are versus the others, lag on scrolling, roster issues I've seen people have, like you stated, boosts and team up issues. I've seen, duplicates of enemy portraits. You're like, oh, I'm fighting Agatha Harkness. Like, what? I've seen character portraits invisible. They're just gone, even though the character's not invisible. Which, by the way, if the developers are listening at all, having a character portrait be invisible if the character's invisible is brilliant. I know it's not an intended thing, but that's not a bad way to go. You can have the invisible tiles and the abilities work how they do, right? But if the character's literally invisible, you just can't see him, I wouldn't complain. Just, still make them clickable, right? You can't see them, but still make it so I can click that empty spot and like look at their stats. But you get the point, right? I think it looks cool, kind of cool that way. Yeah, anyways. Sound effects. Now that's one I haven't heard of much. And only because playing the game as long as I have, I've turned off the sound long ago. If you couldn't notice by the stream, I usually just put on other sounds. The sounds of my family running rampant are what I have in the background. No, I haven't heard any sound complaints. That's good to note, Brian. Haven't heard that one yet. Let's move on to changing the game. 30 purple AP. We have Captain Marvel and Medusa. No one's missing any powers here. If there's anything that's scary here, it's the idea that Captain Marvel's black is a giant nuke if it hits 0, and her yellow makes it so it automatically hits 0. Also, Medusa puts out a countdown tile that lasts a few turns. It acts like an attack tile, but it counts as a power. And if it gets matched away, it makes these actual attack tiles, right? But Captain Marvel says, hey, if any countdown reaches 0, like doesn't get destroyed, but actually reaches 0, well, I should say friendly countdown, not my own, right? Anyways, she heavily buffs friendly strike, attack, and protect tiles. So yeah, we don't want enemy countdowns of any sort reaching 0 because Captain Marvel will buff the heck out of stuff. Yeah, this could be, it can be a dangerous team, and once upon a time it actually was pretty dangerous. Nowadays you can handle it with what we have, but we're not trying to handle it. We're trying to get 30 purple AP, so what do they want from us? On your turn, new tiles have a chance to be enemy strikes. And there it is. That's the key to this game, okay? New tiles have a chance to be enemy strikes. Now, if you or the enemy matches any of these tiles, Medusa's going to heal themselves. They're going to heal themselves a good amount because of Medusa's passive. We don't care about that. We want to match them. Heal them up all we want. Why? Because we're going to use Hawkeye. All the other characters have their bonuses, as we've already discussed before. We're looking for purple AP. Iron Man can give you like a pittance of purple AP for all that recharging. It's like 1 purple AP per countdown that if it hits 0. No. Again, Winter Soldier uses his purple to do his AP work. No, we're not doing that. Shoot, Valkyrie wouldn't get purple at all unless we put a support on her to make purple her strongest. Not happening. And same thing with Cyclops. His yellow wouldn't gain him any purple unless we put on a support to make purple his strongest. Possible, but no, we're not doing that. Work smarter, not harder, right? So let's use Hawkeye. Hawkeye's black states passive. Whenever you match an enemy special tile, gain 2 blue and 2 purple AP. Easy peasy, right? So new tiles have a chance to be enemy strike tile, right? Per that text we just read. If you match one of Medusa's countdowns from Entanglement, it makes 2 enemy attack tiles. See where we're going with this? We're going to use those tiles and match what we can. That's all there is to this. If you let Captain Marvel get her black off, she will make a strike tile every turn until that countdown goes away. It's a little risky, but hey, maybe it'll make the difference for you, right? This is really all you need to do. Just don't cast your purple, obviously. You can cast your blue if you want. Blue, the first blue has a there is an explosive arrow, but then there's an electric arrow, sonic arrow. Where's the one that's charge tiles? One of these is stun. Strike tiles. Oh yeah, Ant-Man arrow is pretty good. Steals 11 enemy AP of a random color. That's a good one to use. Acid arrow, smoke bomb arrow, shrapnel arrow. Where's the stun? Does he not have a stun in the full arsenal? I could have sworn he did. I would have lost a bet, I think. Grants him invisibility. Oh, that's pretty good. I forgot about that one. Where is his stun arrow? I guess I was misremembering. It's a 2-turn blue countdown tile that deals damage to the target. I apologize. I thought his blue had a stun was like his first shot. I guess maybe I'm thinking a 5-star Hawkeye? Oh well. Whatever. We don't need it. We don't need that crutch. I could keep Quantum Realm on him. That gives me a chance of starting with more purple AP. I could do that. I could put Eros' arrow on him, which means one of the 2 enemies will have an 80% reduced damage against me. That's really good. We could put the Power Stone on, which gives me a chance to get more purple AP when I make a purple match. That's pretty good, but you might not have a purple, a Power Stone, so I'm not going to go that way. I know these supports are limited, but come on, the stones are super limited. That's just not fair. I am super tempted just to stick with the Quantum Realm that I have, though. Lucky says supported characters' damage from enemy powers is reduced by 1270. That's a winner. Entanglement hurts a lot. Per turn, it hits you pretty hard. But it's not an attack tile. It's a power, because it's a countdown. This reduces that. This will help you live a lot longer. When a friendly special tile is matched, which you can make them with the blue, arrows, right? Heal the supported character 6% of their max health. Not bad. Oh yeah, by the way, bonus. The black, if you cast it as an active, makes enemy specials as well. Almost forgot to say that. Rank 3, when you make a match in team's strongest color, purple, empower a friendly strike tile by a bunch. Don't know if we really need to empower strike tile, but it's there. Supported characters crit multipliers up, meh. Characters purple match damage is increased by, it's decent. The good thing is increasing your defense against entanglement. That sucks. It really does. Oh yes, Brian, this is an easy puzzle gauntlet. Compared to the other puzzle gauntlets, it's very much easy, yes. What was that over there? Hey Dark, how's it going, bud? Only his first blue arrow. Thank you, Dark, but it didn't say that in the power description, so it made me wonder. Do I need to go and look at it again? I think I will after I get out of here. After I get out of this one, right? Chance to make some protect tiles. When a friendly special tile is matched, chance to heal the supported character. Nah. There was another one. It was much like Lucky, but different. Was it Chimichanga? Supported character's damage from enemy powers reduced by half that amount. Red gives a chance at more red. I don't care. There it is. Supported character makes a purple match. There's a chance to gain 2 extra purple AP. Now this is what I was thinking of here. You have the enemy power reduction. It's not as much, but it's there. You have a chance at more purple AP. Supported character's maximum health is increased. Start of the turn, there's a chance to fortify a random friendly special tile. This is the one. This is the one I was thinking of, the Chimichanga. If I put this on, I can mitigate some damage, increase my max health, give me a chance at more purple AP upon matching it. This is the one I was thinking of. I just don't use it every day, so didn't think of it right off the rip. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's just do us a favor. We'll start with some blue and purple, because he uses them both, right? And some black. Boost it up. Now remember, don't cast your purple. No reason to. We want to keep it. Let's go into it. Now see if we can outlive all that entanglement damage. Sorry, what was that here? Did you make the upgrade without troubles? I did, Macon. I think I do this every time to you. I did. No troubles. There's a little bit of lag here and there. My finger wants to hit certain buttons and things, not waiting for the engine to catch up. But all in all, it's not as horrible as everyone else seems to have it. I'm definitely going to make that purple match. I see no reason not to make this purple match down here. Bonus purple from the Chimichanga. Okay, look at that. Then entanglement damage comes out up here. It was 396. Chimichanga said, nah, I reduced it by a lot more than that, bro. I only took 1 damage. Good stuff. I need black AP. I don't see it. I'm just going to take the purple. Let's get me closer to the win. We're at 12 right now. Captain Marvel just strengthened those strike tiles, though. They're a little stronger. 711 now on those. I need to match those away to get, you know, some extra AP. I think I want to do this first, though. I feel like if I do, first off, a full quiver. Oh, it's the full quiver that has the stun arrow in it. I scrolled right past that looking for the stun arrow. It was my bad. My bad. That's funny. Thanks, Dark. I really appreciate it, man. Description is just not very descriptive. I appreciate that. I do. We're at 17 purple now. I don't see any reason not to just match this. Boop. Take some more black AP for free. I am taking a little bit of hurting here. We're going to do an explosive arrow now because it gives me a countdown out there. Something else, right? We're working our way through the arrows. Some of those arrows are really nice. The stun arrow was nice, but the ones with stealing AP is pretty cool. Making me invisible, that'd be nice. You get the point. I don't see... I guess I'm going to take the black. Like I'm going up to Winterfell. We're at 21 purple. We're also lower on health than we want to be, but what are we going to do about it, right? Do I take the blue? I feel like I do. Or I can take the black. Yeah, let's take the black because then I can cast No Good News. Which is another reason Hawkeye's a shoo-in for this one. Here we go. No Good News. So restore a bunch of health. For me, it's 8,200. And then create 4 random strength 95 enemy protect, strike, and attack tiles. I mean, why would you not right now? This is the whole point of doing this. We'll match this away. So now I have more enemy tiles out there. Ouch. But I have 25 out of 30 AP done. And this should do it right here. There's one purple match. 28 plus No Good News. That equals 30. Done. It's a pretty easy puzzle gauntlet. We've had the solutions around for years, but it's always, I don't know, I have no problem going through and reinventing the wheel, giving the solutions, maybe going through it again with new supports. Maybe they're not new. Supports that are new to you and me. Ha! Now that we're leveling them up together at a better rate. Okay. Symbiote Goo token. Let's go ahead and spend our rewards. First things first. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I have it on Omnipotent City. You probably didn't notice. I mean, it makes sense, right? Why would you notice? I did have it on Black Widow Batons last time we were here together. And I got it up to, because of the boss event, 5 shards away. And of course, I had the 400 prize coming up, but I'm like, I'm not wasting 395 shards just to finish this off. I'm sure you understand. Those 395 shards do not recycle and go towards another support. They're just lost to the void. So I unfavorited it and put those 400 shards I earned on Omnipotent City. Let's favorite it back now. Make sure that this is selected right. It is my only favorite one. We're going to go through and get our support rewards. And the first set of support shards we get should go right into the batons, making it a 5-star for us. Or rank 5. Rank 5, that's a better way of saying it. Did you make the upgrade? Let's see. The lag is real. Yes, it is, Mark. It is for real. Okay. You're also going to see something fun in here. At least I think it was fun. But I mean, of course, eye of the beholder and all that, right? Look what I got. One of those daily pulls. I always like to buy the 100 sale. You know, the single pulls for 100 HP. It gave me that top left token. That one. Right there. I can't click on it anymore. It's got a check mark. That one. It gave me it. So, like, yay, we get an extra try at it today. Don't know if it'll actually happen, but we gotta try it, right? I'm gonna save these 3 other pulls we have. I'm not gonna get anything else out of here. It's just covers, right? Maybe some beginner supports, but let's save them for the next puzzle gauntlet. I might as well have a better shot at the next thing, right? I don't see any reason why I shouldn't hold on to them. Full disclaimer though, sometimes I accidentally go through my vault like, ooh, expire tokens, and just click through them, and I'm really hoping I don't do that. It might happen. I apologize. I'm really not going to try to do that. Okay, we're going to save these Symbiote Goo tokens for after the regular ones. These are like our last hopes. Our well, should we do them now? No, we shouldn't do them now. We should wait. I should wait. No. I had it right the first time. We have these support tokens ready. Let's get into them. Beginner ones give us 10 shards and, you know, per pull. And we've got a 1 in 50 chance of getting any of these up to 4-star. Now, I do have most of them at 4-star, but hey, support bonus shards are bonus shards. Let's get them. And Lucky was already 5-star, so this is actually kind of perfect. That means it's going to turn into 5 shards right there. Black Widow batons. Back out. Let's go change it up real quick. Come here, you. Rank up. I'm going to pour that red AP into it. Yay! A rank 5, level 250 Black Widow batons, which means we finally have 80% chance to gain 6 purple AP. My Quantum Realm can finally gain some sleep because I haven't let it rest. It's been my best purple AP forever. Move over, Quantum Realm. Black Widow batons are here. Okay, let's change this to... Where are you at, Omni City? You are over here. I'm going to move on to you next. Let's get back into the polls. Here we are. Wow, a duplicate 3-star for the Helicarrier. 90 more shards. Blah, blah, blah. Good stuff. That means 10 shards for Omni City. Chimichanga, which was already ranked 5, so that's going to be shards for my Omni City. Excuse me. Come on, I clicked you. I love the font. These are the mess ups I'm here for. When the font says +4, 20, 0. I don't know. I like it when it's a like an innocent mistake like that, when it doesn't hurt anything and it just looks goofy. I like just laugh at it. That's all. That's me. Thanks, Dark. I appreciate the vote of good luck. I really do. Could always use it. Arc Reactor. I always want more Arc Reactor, being one of the only red AP gaining supports we have. Okay, let's move on to the advanced ones. 30 shards per pull, 1 in basically 100 chance of getting a 5-star one. I'd take any of them. Give them over. I love how Refreshment Cart and Sanctum Sanctorum are their titles are just they're merging together. It's Refreshment Cart Sanctum Sanctorum Ormbreaker. That's what it says. Help, devs! You need to fix your fonts. Oh boy, I love it. I'm humored easily. I'm a child. Get some more lucky shards. Wow, pulled a 4-star Avengers Tower. That's 80 shards, but I already have it at max, so that's going to be 40 shards for the one I have favorited. So the 30 for the favorite, and then the 40 from the Avengers Tower poured into it as well. That's good stuff. Chimichango's max, so that's 20 shards, but really it's 10 because it's going to pour on over into there. You'll see at the end of it all. We'll see when we back out. Okay, finally, Master. 50 shards per pull. I can speak. 1 out of 20 chance of getting a 5-star. Good stuff. I'd take any of them at 5-star. I have very few of these at 5-star. I think I have 11 supports now at 5-star, which is much better than I thought I'd be at some point in time. But hey, you know, dreams come true and whatever. I don't know. Let's go. I clicked it. Go Unity. There we go. Only a 3-star. Lucky. Giving me 45 shards. Got some bonus shards with it though. I mean, take what you can get. Yikes. Okay, move back to the symbiote goo. We got 3 of these puppies, which is funny since we just had lucky. Anyways, 1 in 40 chance of it being a 5-star symbiote goo. 1 in 8 chance of being a 4-star one. I'm pretty sure I have it at 4-star already, but whatever. We'll take whatever upgrade we can get our hands on. I'm hoping for the 5-star, but I think that's what everyone would do, right? Right. Ready, click. Nope, that's just a good old 3-star. Do it again. There, oh yeah, now I have 4-star. I guess I didn't know I had it before. That's good to know. And one more time. Maybe it'll be 5-star. 1 in 40 chance at a 5-star. Fake drum roll. Nope. Just more shards. Okay. I mean, that's what we got. We got that out of all this. So let's go take a look. Supports. We want, what, our 4-stars? Scroll to the bottom of it. Symbiote goo. Level it up. There we go. So what happened here? Anything cool? Anything notable with the 50 extra levels we poured into this? Rank 1 has the same numbers, 125% damage increase, ability damage 30%. That hasn't changed. Battle start 4 trap tiles. Each of the tiles reduce damage dealt to the supported character by 7.5%. That did go up. It used to be damage reduction by 6%. Now it's each one reduces damage by 7.5%. That's actually somewhat notable. If you have all 4 trap tiles out there, that's 30% damage resistance. Before it was like 24% of all 4 of them were out there. That's actually a notable amount. Gaining, of course, 7.5% of their max health when healed instead of 6%. The rest of it, the synergy perks, all that's still the same. Not the biggest upgrade in the world, but it is an upgrade. We are now a little over 1,000 shards away from maxing the symbiote goo. So that's good stuff at least. Anything else? Any other upgrades? Wasn't there a... No, there wasn't. It wasn't a 3-star that turned in, right? I think we're all set. Yep. Nothing else is shining bright like a diamond for me, right? Am I wrong? Yep, that's all of them. Oh well. A little lackluster. We got our Black Widow batons up to 5 though. and we got our symbiote go up to 4. Any headway made on supports is a good thing, because it is definitely an end game thing. That's it. Thank you very much. Hey, what's up, Spider-Man? How you doing? Want to know how many 2-star I invest my slot top 5? Please reply. How many 2-star I invest to slot top 5? I want to... Am I understanding correctly here? We're talking about 2-star characters. You're asking how many 2 stars to ascend to rank 5? Is that what you're asking? If that's the question, I'll just answer it before you reply. All of them. There's no reason to keep a 2-star around, because you're going to rotate your ascended character so much. You'll always have a 2-star around to play in the Deadpool dailies. Because I'm assuming that's the concern, right? That you won't have a 2-star character to play a Deadpool daily. So, oh no, that's not the thing? Okay, I'm all ears. Or since I'm reading. What did you mean by that? If you might, if you could reiterate, I'll be happy to answer. I really will. What was that, Dark? You have 10 5-star sports, which is honestly more than I thought I had to begin with. I mean, that's awesome, man. It still is. Like, I remember back, what was it? A couple of years back, we each had like 2. You and I had like 2 or something like that. And it was like, that was a lot. Congrats to the Ray Cup. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. For a daily Deadpool event, how many 2-star and that's just on top 5? Okay, so I'm going to go over to daily Deadpool. So if I'm understanding what you're stating here, I'm just going to visualize this here. This node up here in the top left, you're only allowed to use 1-star characters. This node, under the sea, and 3rd time's the charm, you're only allowed to use 2-star characters. You could use any 2-star you want. That means 1-stars that are ascended to 2-star you could use too. So you upgraded some heroes for Spectacular. Okay, yeah. These are the only two nodes. This one, Under the Sea, and 3rd time's the charm. Only 2 nodes in the entire game that require you to use a 2-star or less character. But it doesn't say which ones. So as long as it's 2 stars, period. Your 1-star Black Widow, your 1-star Spider-Man, 1-star Juggernaut. If you have a 2-star version of them, they work. You could use 1-stars in them as well if you really want, but you get the point, I think. Personally, I'm just going to put on my 1-star and 2-stars here. I still have plenty. And I've been playing daily forever. I'm constantly upgrading. There's what was it? I have Thor, a 4-star version of 2-star Thor. I have a 5-star version of 2-star Wolverine. I have plenty of these other ones at 3-star and 4-star, but they have enough other copies here to play it in. So I would always just keep adding them, keep going. Don't hold yourself back. The rewards for championing higher and higher are so worth it. It's worth it, and you're going to keep acquiring them as long as you keep steady playing. They offer these ascended versions, like these. It's not a coincidence that I have a 95 Storm, Yelena, Spider-Man, Juggernaut, Iron Man, Hawkeye. That's not a coincidence. Those happened organically. Though there's stores that they keep popping up that say, hey, you want to spend like a few HP and buy like a set of 2-stars? I'm like, yes, I will. And that way I have them. And I'm running these through. You have all 3 stars. How am I farm HP faster? Oh, it's not about HP, man. It's not about HP at all. I have so many at 3 stars and beyond, it's ridiculous. I totally understand what you're saying here. But honestly, if you can get them up to 5-star, that's where it's at. Like, where's my Wolverine? He's right around here. There he is. It's ridiculous to get 2-star covers and get 250 hero points. and legendary tokens and ISO and command points. Okay, like it's totally worth getting them all up there. I don't know if you're asking like how many you should do or how many that I have here, but I would always answer all of them. Don't hold yourself back. That's it. Got to run, Lep? Okay, man. It's always good to talk with you, Lep. Always is. That's really it, though. We went through all the puzzle gauntlet nodes, at least the ones that mattered, the last 2 of them, and then the multiple man solution, which you should always be using for all puzzle gauntlets. The first 8 nodes of every puzzle gauntlet, always use them. And that's it. Yeah, this is how you do it on a budget. No need to spend money on this stuff, as always. Thank you very much for joining me over on the Twitch side, Lep, Dark, and Joe. I always appreciate you showing up, man. I do. Spider-Man, Mark, Micon, Brian, Matt, thanks for joining me as well on the YouTube side. I'm going to get running here. It is a school night, of course. Some people have to learn, some people have to work. Let's get to it. I'll talk to you all soon. Hopefully the upgrade goes good for all of us. Happy upgrading, everybody. Later.